Psycho groupie, cocaine crazy. Psycho groupie, cocaine crazy. Psycho groupie, cocaine crazy. Really wanna go. Psycho groupie, cocaine crazy. Psycho groupie, go. Makes you high, makes you high. Do you really wanna go?
I hope nothing is going to throw a kink in my movie review I'm editing right now. Fuck! For all intents and purposes, I'm going to refer to this film as Birds of Prey. That being said, DC is heading in the right direction. You know how fucking sick and tired I am of hearing that critical narrative? As recently evidenced by Joker's 11 Oscar nominations, DC has been heading in the right direction since Batman v Superman's Ultimate Edition. That's 4 more Oscar nominations than what Black Panther was nominated for. If by forging filmmaker-driven films with distinct personalities means heading in the right direction and not having every film look the same, then yes, DC is in fact heading in the right direction. The 30-second Super Bowl spot for the Disney Plus MCU shows didn't excite me because they all looked like the fucking movies, because the movies are all shot TV quality. DC is heading in the right direction so much that Disney is lifting lighting cues from Joker in that brief 4-second clip of Loki. Birds of Prey was a film I've been waiting on bated breath for. The last time the Birds of Prey had any relevance was with a really bad early 2000s TV show. I loved Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, and I felt she deserved her own movie. But what's respectable about Robbie was that she didn't want to hog the spotlight. She wanted a girl gang movie and chose to use the obscure to general audience's Birds of Prey. This movie sucks because I can't jerk off to it. Okay. Look, they're supposed to be hot. They're supposed to appeal to me. I don't know. The Birds of Prey look pretty sexy to me. You're a libtard cock. Look at the empty theater I walked into. It proves my point this movie sucks. That's enough of that bullshit. Birds of Prey sees Harley Quinn trying to find her own identity after breaking up with the Joker. Without the Joker to protect her, all of Gotham wants her dead. But she ends up taking in Cassandra Cain, who just so happens to have a valuable diamond Roman Sionis is looking for. On a technical level, this film is absolutely stunning. It's truly hard to believe that this is Kathy Yan's second film as a director, because she hits this out of the park. She knows how to properly build tension and suspense, all the while having a lot of fun with the material. Matthew Lubatique, who was the director of photography in A Star is Born 2018, brings that same awesome cinematography to this film. Each shot pops off with so much color and vibrancy that you can't help but love it. I want to buy pink and blue smoke bombs if I do a Harley Quinn cosplay photo shoot. I love films that inspire photo shoot ideas. Christina Hodson, who last wrote Bumblebee, the only genuinely great live-action Transformers movie, does a fantastic job creating these characters. I love that each hero in this film is a flawed character. Most quote-unquote female empowerment films have characters who speak exclusively in Elizabeth Warren talking points, all while being practically perfect in every way, while making the male characters drooling dumbasses who can't tie their shoes. I call these types of male characters Hemsworths, because Chris Hemsworth is the go-to drooling dumbass. I love that Hodson's characters are all balanced. Which then goes to the action sequences. Each action sequence kicks total ass. Every action beat has minimal cuts to it, and you feel the bone crunches. There is a great display of physicality in each action set piece. Each character gets their own chance to shine. But more importantly, this film is fun as hell. Starting off with a Looney Tunes-esque 2D animated scene that is just as off the rails as Harley Quinn is. Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn. She is so goddamn great in this film. When you can get me to mourn the loss of an egg sandwich, you have done your job as an actress. More importantly, Robbie has something that Kevin Feige will not let anyone have: creative control over her character. If Margot Robbie were a part of the MCU, she would be smashing my balls with Mjolnir. Oops, I said the quiet part out loud. We love women at the MCU. To all the fanboys complaining that she isn't Harley Quinn, go read some fucking comics. It's official. Ewan McGregor and Chris Messina are the best villains in the DCEU. McGregor just fucking kills it as Roman Sionis. Every time he was on screen, I was invested. He goes from life of the party to pants-shittingly terrifying at the drop of a hat. Originally, I wasn't sold on Chris Messina portraying Victor Zsasz, but he absolutely fucking nailed it. He captures Zaz's psychotic nature, all while adding a bit of camp to it, making it even more terrifying. Which then goes to the Birds of Prey themselves. Journey Smollett-Bell is an absolutely perfect Black Canary. She has a killer voice, in more ways than one, and delivers on some awesome action scenes. Mary Elizabeth Winstead's Huntress is insanely awesome. Without going into too much detail, I love the little quirks she adds to this character. She makes her just as quirky as she is, and I dug the hell out of it. But Birds of Prey does have some issues, unfortunately. Birds of Prey is trying so hard to be Deadpool, right down to lifting jokes and narrative structure from the film. It tries to do the fourth wall breaking and it doesn't quite stick. Without going into too much detail, they should have just stuck with calling this the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn, especially given they just retitled it as I was recording this. Okay, so let's talk about Cassandra Cain. Cassandra Cain is a mostly mute martial arts expert who goes on to be Batgirl. Nothing about Cassandra Cain works in this film. I did not like how this character was treated. Why is she a coward? Why is she a punk kid who talks constantly? This should have been an entirely new character. You are allowed to do that, you know? Prior to the Dark Knight trilogy, there was no Rachel Dawes in Batman canon. It just really grinds my gears that they get this character completely wrong in a film that focuses on female empowerment. If you want that Snyder Cut, go see this film to prove you want filmmaker-driven comic book movies, not just the version of the movie you want. By the way, this film technically isn't a bomb, as it made most of its budget back opening weekend thanks to international sales, so shut up with that bullshit narrative. Though it has issues, Birds of Prey is still a damn great time at the theater. Each actor in this film brings their A game and takes this seriously, and honestly, it's good to have some competition. This isn't something like Ghostbusters 2016 or Black Christmas 2019, where the film puts politics over plot. It's a group of badass women kicking ass. Though it has its political undertones, it never took me out of the movie. Quit feeding these alt-right man-children and watch the film for yourself. Call me a libtard cuck all you want, but I'm gonna go see this again so I can send a message to Warner Brothers that I do in fact want filmmaker-driven comic book movies. Birds of Prey gets a 3.5 out of 5. Be sure to like, comment, share, spread the word in New Realms Media, follow me on all my socials at New Realms Media, and until then, I'll see you next time.